Hey everybody, got a video here for you today, and I've had requests on the Chinese pyramids. Have I ever done videos? And I have done a few, but it's been a while, so I thought this would be a good subject to review. We should go take a look at most of the pyramids in China. And if you want to find them on Google Earth, just find China. Then find this upper light area. This is the Xi'an region. And in this region here, the yellow markers are the pyramid field. And if you want to find this, just locate the airport up here, and they are just south and east of the airport. First of all, I thought we'll go look at a couple other famous places here in China before we look at the pyramids. Excuse me. But this is one of the more famous locations, and I know some of you are familiar with this. But this is the giant structure that holds the Xi'an Terracotta Army. We'll go in here and take a peek, but this is one of the more impressive ancient ruins from the ancient world here. And this is a massive indoor building. And inside of it is the Terracotta Army and horses of an emperor here. But this is an extremely impressive sight here. Now, these were discovered by a farmer in 1974, and this is the army, I guess, that protects the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, roughly 2,200 years ago. This dates from, and I guess there is over 8,000 army soldiers and over 520 horses in this mausoleum, or whatever you want to call it. But that is very impressive, and I just wanted to show you that because I've never shown it in a video before. And as you see here, a massive indoor structure that holds these ancient figures and horses. But that is very, very cool. Now here is the pyramid field of China. And they stretch for many miles just north of this river here. But some of these are clearly defined. This is what it looks like from overhead. Some of these you can see perfectly clear. Trees and overgrowth on top of these pyramids here. And a few of these are perfectly aligned, and some of these are not perfectly aligned to north. So the mystery of these is really out there because we really don't know very much about them. And here, just north of these pyramids, is a whole field of smaller structures. These are about 50 to 75 feet long and 100 to 150 feet long. And here we just have a massive field of these structures here with overgrowth growing on top of them. If we go down here farther, here are a couple pyramids. Some of these are a little harder to see, but a couple very impressive structures right here. This is what they look like from a distance. Looks like there's a nuclear facility right behind this one here. These are not aligned to north, as you can see here. But you really don't have to look very far to find more pyramids. They are all over this region. Here is a couple more. And this one right here, we'll just measure this one real quickly. This is roughly 450 feet long by 555 feet long, roughly. So those are very impressive structures, very big structures. We don't know what these really are made of. Nobody has really gotten in and done a lot of research on these. But as other places, Mesoamerica, Mexico, Egypt, there's a whole field of pyramids scattered for many miles. Here is a smaller structure. Some of them are pretty hard to pick out. But if you just keep on going west here through this city, or this province of Xi'an, Here is one that you really have to search for. Trees growing on top of it. It's a smaller structure. But I think there is maybe between 75 and 100 pyramids total. If we just keep on moving down here, here is another pretty big structure. Pathways growing up, or pathways stretching up to the top of it. But you can tell here, that is a very big structure here. And roughly 500 feet long, so those rival some of the bigger pyramids from around the world. But if we keep on going down here, they just keep on going. And the modern city is built right around it. Here, not sure why these are lined out or aligned the way they are, or laid out the way they are. But here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, at least 14 pyramids in this little area here. But it seems the city has kind of left these alone, or at least the area right around these. And if we go down here, here is 2 more. One right here. Good sized structure. And right next to it is an even bigger structure. This one right here is one of the bigger ones. And that is a massive structure. If we keep on moving over here, go up to the north a little. We have these two that appear to be connected for some reason. As you see here, they're getting a little harder to see. I'm assuming a little more modern structure built at the base of it here. But these two are definitely connected for some reason. If we back out, move a little bit more to the west. We have this massive pyramid down here. Here you see the view from the bottom with paths going up, but this thing, if we take a measure, this is about 750 feet long by 700 feet across. This one is one of the bigger ones in China. Going down here, we've got another huge one, not perfectly aligned, but these are huge structures that stretch all the way throughout the Xi'an region, and you can just keep on counting these as you go over. And further to the west, you have 3 right in alignment, one off here to the north, one off to the east, and one off to the south. Why they are laid out like this, well, that's anybody's guess. But here we have about 6 more pyramids. Keep on going over to the west. Another mile or 2 over, we have these pyramids on either side of this highway here. That's what it looks like. One right next to it here. A lot of these are just about all the same size, but that is very impressive. And then to finish up, I just want to show you this site. Sometimes around the world, mountains are considered sacred. And here we have a large mountain. You can tell the elevation change here. But right up on top of here is a tomb. And this is what it looks like looking down between 2 smaller mountains below. But you can see there is almost what you would consider a giant causeway coming off this huge mountain. And it comes all the way down here. But up on top of this tomb here, or up on top of this mountain, there's a tomb, and there's also the site here. These are called the 61 Headless Men, I guess. headless ministers. But this is a pretty famous site in the Xi'an region. Here you can see all these figures missing their heads, except for this guy here who looks a little bit like Teddy Roosevelt, I guess. But this is the 60-something ministers, I guess it is called, up on the top of the sacred mountain. And there is a couple giant lions up here. I think that's what these are. But I just wanted to show you that. That is the Terracotta Army. That is the sacred mountain. That is the pyramid fields of China. It is located in the Xi'an region of northern China. And if you want to check it out, it's a fascinating region. That was a look at most of the pyramids. They are all along the northwest side of this riverway down here that cuts through the Xi'an region. But I know a lot of people are interested, and I hope you thought that was cool, and I'm going to end it right here, and you all have a very nice day.